Hello, humans and pets. Today, we're gonna be drinking some more soda.
Yes. So I'm not exactly sure when. I think we've mentioned it in the past. But I haven't had real TV in, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years.
TV doesn't exist.
We've been streaming free TV for years, but we do get commercials.
Yes.
And lately, we keep seeing commercials about Coca-Cola Zero Sugar has changed its recipe. And they're like, try it, it's better. And then I Googled it, and there's all kinds of controversy because for you old people like myself, you will remember that Coca-Cola has tried to do this with the new Coke, and people were outraged and stockpiling the old Coke, and they had to bring it back because people were just done with Coke. So we decided, let's try it. Is it better? Is it worse? But more importantly, we have never had Coke Zero in my life.
I don't like
I've never
Coke.
had it.
I think it's like the worst soda. Mommy loves it. The special guest
She drinks
it
yeah.
by the gallon.
By the gallons.
So we're gonna be drinking it.
So we got one of each. We got a box of
Here's
each
the
of them.
new logo. It says now more delicious. Let's
Yeah.
hope so. Because
And
I
then
never
they have
liked the
the
taste
old
of it to
one.
begin with.
Yeah.
And then here's the old Zero. We also got a regular Coke.
Yeah. So I brought up a regular Coke because Ryan can count on one
Does it
hand.
say like share it with like a friend?
No, this one doesn't.
Is
Doesn't
it-
have a name.
Is
on
that
it.
only like?
I don't even know if he's the last time he even had an actual Coke.
It was when I was younger and I
Yeah.
didn't like the taste.
Right,
So,
so-
this might be an adventure for me.
This alone, I said you can try the regular Coke just so you can have a reference point.
That's
of
a lot.
Well, I tried to give you a little, in case you want more than a sip. So this is a reference point. Like I've never even had Coke Zero, so I said this isn't going to do any good. I won't even know what to compare it to
Correct.
because we've never had it. So here's the real Coke. So we'll save some so you can always go back to it to see if you like one better. Now, I didn't bring up Diet Coke. We didn't have any of that at the house, but there's a huge difference between that and that. So just get the flavor, but don't drink it all so you can have a reference point. So that's Coke. It tastes like Coke. I really don't, there's no way to describe
I don't even know what I'm tasting.
it at all. See, to me, I agree with you. Like, I like the Fresca better. It had a flavor.
Fresca
Or
has
the
a
orange
flavor.
had a flavor. Grape has a flavor. Coke to me is okay. And the only time I ever drank Coke is when I used to stick it with my rum. Because other than that, I wasn't a huge Coke fan. I would rather have Dr. Pepper. It has a taste. To me, Coke was always
What one are we gonna do
okay.
first? The new or the old?
No,
Let's
we
do the
definitely
old.
have to do the old
The
first.
old. Okay.
So
I
that's-
don't know if they're still producing this old stuff.
yeah, so we happened to go to Walmart. So I said, let's see
Yeah.
if we can find. And we did find the two different boxes. And it says right there that I thought the red one was the old one.
I've never
but
seen
it's
that
like
red one,
now,
but
the black one was always on
Yeah.
the thing. So they had a lot more of the old than the new.
Correct.
So I'm assuming this is relatively recent.
Yeah.
But
Let me show you the old one again. This is what
Yeah.
we're gonna try now.
so this is zero sugar. So I have never had Coke Zero Sugar anyways.
Oh, just-
I've had a lot of Diet Coke, in my time, but I've never had Coke Zero Sugar. So, as it
There's a
tastes,
different smell to it.
to see if it is there.
It smells more like Fresco than nasty.
There is a different smell. That's
It,
interesting.
it smells like a Fresco. It smells almost exactly like it.
That is weird.
But this
Now,
just smells
this
like
has to have a sugar
not
in it.
good.
I can't read it. It's got to have some
Well, it
kind
has
of
no
a
sugar.
Splendor or
what's
something.
it? Aspartame?
probably.
Is that a sugar
It
thing?
could be.
Sounds like it would be a sugar.
That sounds like a sugar. All right. Well, let's try it. Let's see what it tastes like. It's all open.
Potassium.
So when you have the fake sugars, let it sit in your mouth at the end. It leaves a slight aftertaste. It almost reminds me of a Diet Coke. You get like an aftertaste at the end. That's kind of what the Diet Coke reminded me of. So this is actually similar to a Diet Coke, where this one you can really taste like the. See, this one doesn't have that aftertaste. When you drink regular Coke, it just kind of, it goes off. And when you drink like a Diet Coke, or now this Coke Zero, it has that, it like stays on your tongue. Do you taste that, or is it just
The
my
original,
feeling?
like the regular Coke tastes like spongy to me.
Okay.
And then this one tastes less spongy, but it does have a nasty aftertaste.
And that's whatever they make the sugar. That's the difference on Diet Coke compared to Coke. That's what it reminds me of.
I'd rather have the zero sugar than this.
When you get used to it, and it's funny because I used to drink only regular soda, and then I went on the Atkins many, many years ago, and and if I was gonna have a splurge, I went to Diet Sugar because it has the fake sugar. It's not the real sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, at first you're like, oh, it has a weird taste. Then you get used to that taste. Then when you go back to the regular one, you're like, oh, that tastes so sugary compared to it. So, all right, let's try the new and
Okay.
improved zero sugar.
Here's what it is. So it apparently tastes more delicious. So if it doesn't taste more delicious, I'll be sad.
There was controversy back and
Because it ain't-
forth on the internet on, because other people are like, didn't you learn your lesson? You've already tried this one time before and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's better, if it's worse or anything like that, but we're going to try it and see. Does it smell different?
It smells more like Fresca.
I don't know where you're getting Fresca from, because that's grapefruit.
I think I'm just smelling the can.
I think you're
then,
smelling
like,
can. I don't
Man,
really
the
smell.
can smells
This
like
one
the
had a
can
scent
from
more
Fresca.
than the other one, but all right. So let's try the new and improved.
Oh, that's different. But I see, the thing is I can't taste anything.
What do you mean?
It
You might want to run downstairs and get a thing of cheese. Run downstairs and get the little container of the sharp cheese. Did you clean your
what's
palate?
Coke supposed to taste like? Cause
That.
like, Sprite's lemon lime. What is this trying to
It's just
imitate?
Coke. I don't know. It's just Coke. It doesn't. It's a cola. It's not imitating anything. It's its own entity. That's like Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola, Sam's Cola. It's a cola flavor. So this is your original, and this is the new and improved sugar-free, or no sugar. Sorry.
I like the old one better.
What old one?
This one.
The funny thing is,
I don't like any of them.
I almost do want to eat something right now to clean my mouth. This and this taste a lot alike. This one tastes like Diet Coke to me, which you've never probably even had. But it has that stays on your tongue aftertaste. Like you anyone who drinks Diet Coke will understand what I'm talking about. It's a definite different flavor.
I'm the opposite. I think this one has a better aftertaste than the regular Coke.
I'm not saying an aftertaste.
It has a stronger,
It lingers more.
but I think this is just nasty. I don't like the taste of it. The texture's weird in the newer one. The texture,
This one reminds me.
the texture in the new one reminds me of like a water type thing.
That's what this one does.
But I don't think I want that.
When you drink this one, it just goes down and it gives you a very little aftertaste. This one, on the other hand,
It
stays with you.
But I don't like the taste. I think they taste different.
Drink a sip of this one and a sip of this one.
That one's way too strong.
It does taste more sugary. When you compare those two, It's like they know we're filming. Someone walks by every time. When you taste these two, they taste a lot more like this one tastes. It tastes like a Diet Coke. It really does. It tastes totally on its own. What do you think? That's my assessment. When you try this original one, this still has more of an aftertaste, but not nearly as much as this one.
I think the reason I like this one more is because I hate those tastes, and it tastes so much different, I feel like, in the old zero sugar. It tastes so much different. And I think that's why I like it more, is because I absolutely hate the taste.
Yeah, so this whole thing wasn't so much which one do we like. Well, I guess it is which one would you like better. But is there a huge difference between the old zero sugar and the new zero sugar? Huge difference.
Yeah, I don't like it because I don't like it tasting more like Coke.
They did make it taste more like this, but if someone, I can see where the outrage was, because if you like this, because this really does taste like a Diet Coke. We don't have one here to have you try it, but that's what that reminds me of. The Coke Zero Sugar tastes a lot like Diet Coke. So if you're someone who likes that Diet Coke flavor, this tastes more like regular Coke. Finn, enough! So I can see where that would throw people, like people would be mad now because it's not tasting what they usually taste. Because I'm assuming they are going to eliminate this.
I'm hoping, like, just eliminate the entire Coke brand. That's what I want.
Well, that'll never happen.
Because I don't like it to begin with, so I don't want it.
That's enough.
But I don't know. I like this one the most because it doesn't taste like Coke as much.
It tastes like Diet Coke. It really does. This
It tastes like a low budget knockoff Coke.
This is what Diet Coke tastes like. When they came out with the Diet Coke, it has the artificial sweetener.
So what's the difference between Diet Coke and zero sugar Coke?
You know, I always wondered
because isn't Diet supposed to be like
Diet Coke is no sugar too, because it has. I think it might have like. I don't know. I'd have to look, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure. You want to Google it? What's the difference? I don't know exactly taste-wise. And that's a good question, actually. I didn't even think to look it up before we did.
What's the difference?
Diet Coke has, maybe it's the difference in the sweetener. Coke? I don't know.
Okay. Coke Zero and Diet Coke, the difference, right?
Yeah.
Coke Zero is a snack that tastes as close to regular Coke. But Diet Coke just doesn't taste like it. That's what people are saying. It's supposed to imitate regular Coke.
I think they tried to when they did it, because again, back in the day, they only had Coke and Diet Coke, and then they came out with this Coke Zero, or what is Mr. Chan you say? Coke no sugar, which is a whole different thing that we don't even get here in the States. He gets it out in New Zealand. So I think they did try to change, because again, when I used to drink Coke, that was Coke. But then when you switch to Diet Coke, it was such a huge change in flavor. But then once you get used to diet soda, when you go back to regular soda, you're like, yeah, no, I don't like that. It's just a big contrast. So when you go like from this to this, there was no comparison in flavor when you went from regular Coke to the old one. But now when you actually go to the new one, it actually does taste a lot like regular Coke.
This tastes like fake Coke.
It tastes like Diet Coke. It really does. I wish I had a Diet Coke to show you, because you would be like, oh yeah, tastes just like it.
It's just, these two are too, like, strong.
They're not identical by any means, but there is a lot of similarities between the two. I feel like
this is definitely, it tastes diluted compared to the other ones. It removes the flavor a little bit more.
I think it has a different flavor. I don't know if it removes
Well,
it.
the different flavors like
Better,
covering.
right? The actual
nasty
regular
one.
cola flavor.
If you like it, the new one's probably for you.
If you like the taste of Coke, this is about as close as you're going to get to Coke without putting sugar in it. You know what I mean? That's what I think. This one to me really reminds me of a Diet Coke.
Just go drink Fresca.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's honestly, that's the review. I mean, this is something that you're going to have to try.
Yeah.
And leave a comment down below
Before they're all gone.
But
I don't know if they're canceling the old version. The smart one would be zero sugar old and zero sugar new. So people who like the one can keep it.
They may be smart enough to keep production rolling right now, because there was a huge amount of controversy when they did this with the new Coke. And people were outraged, and they were stockpiling. Like, people were buying the old Coke and storing it and stuff because they were like, no, I'm going to lose my Coke. They ended up bringing it back.
And they stopped making the
new Coke.
Stopped making the new
right,
one.
you can't get it. So I don't know if they're going to stop production of the old one, or they're going to feel this out and put them both on the shelf.
Now, for me, it's not more delicious. I think it's conveniently worse.
Because you don't like the taste of regular Coke.
I don't like Coke. But I'm weird, so people who like it might like it more.
And to me,
it might be more
and the true
delicious,
test, and she's not here, is going to be his mother.
The mommy.
Because his mother drinks Coca-Cola by the gallon. We buy boxes after boxes of this. And I'll be curious to see if she likes, because she doesn't like Diet Coke. She will drink it in a pinch. Go downstairs and see. Go. But and that's what this reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
But come here. That's enough. I'll be shocked to see if she will drink this one and like it. We should almost waited, because as a true Coke lover,
I don't know if she even likes Coke at this point. I think
you can really taste them. Take a sip of the regular one.
It's nasty.
Wait a minute. When it hits your tongue, you can taste the sugar. Like, you can taste the sweetness on your tongue. Like, let it sit there for a second. And then drink this one. It has a similar flavor, but the sweetness doesn't sit on your tongue the same exact way. It does have a difference in texture to me when you drink it.
I agree.
Like, this one's almost feels thinner than this one.
This one has,
and
like,
then this one,
very little flavor similarities.
This one tastes like Diet Coke. I'm telling you, I used to drink it all the time. To me, Diet Coke doesn't taste anything like regular Coke.
I'm just amazed on how people drink Coke over, like, other sodas.
And again, I don't know.
Because, like, there's, like, Dr. Pepper, I think, is better.
But there's a debate. See, and I said this earlier before we were talking. If I was going to grab a soda, I want a Dr. Pepper. I'll take a grape. I'll take an orange. I used to drink Coke with my rum. That's it. That was when I really drank it. But, to me, Coke is like drinking ginger ale. It's just there. Like, it's not like, whoa, there's a good taste to it. Where, when you drank the Fresca, that was good. Or the Code Reds we drank. I actually like that. Cherry Coke.
Those are better than that.
Cherry Coke I like because it gives you that cherry flavor with the Coke. I actually like. I never really got into the vanilla Coke because I don't like vanilla, so I never tried it.
Why is it always cherry in drinks? Can't it be like strawberries or like?
They just always do that. I don't know.
Something good.
They just always do like cherry Coke.
You might as well just like put the pits inside of the drink.
Yeah, I don't know. So
that would be an invention.
I agree with you. I
You
think
could call it the bursting Dunkin' Donuts bubbles, and then like people would try to eat them, and that would never mind.
I think
That
Coke
wouldn't be good.
is just okay. But then again, there are diehard Coke people like your mother that think Pepsi's terrible. And there are diehard Pepsi people.
What's the difference between Pepsi?
It's a different flavor. It's the same flavor but different. I don't know.
What does that mean? So
you'd have to try
if I don't like Coke, I wouldn't like Pepsi? They have a Pepsi Mango I wanted to try.
You would have to try it because honestly,
that seems like an adventure.
Honestly, there is those people that love Coke can tolerate Pepsi, but they don't like it usually, or it's the same thing.
But if you just don't like it to begin with,
then they have Sam's Cola. Then you probably wouldn't like Pepsi because it's a similar taste. It's a similar taste, but they're not the same. It's the same thing. Like people that like Coke don't want to drink like Sam's Cola. It has the same flavor. It just tastes different. You know what I mean? But again, it's a brand thing. Some people love Coke. Some people love Pepsi. That's why they used to have those taste tests. Can you tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke back in the day? And they used to blindfold people and do blind taste tests, and everyone was like, "This has got to be Coke," and they're like, "No, it's a Pepsi." And again, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. But like when you taste this or you taste this, you would know that's Coke. That's I would say Diet Coke. But similar to that, when you taste this in the new version of Coke with zero sugar, this one reminds me more of this one, but this is still way sweeter.
I'll be drinking these, not the whole box.
This is still way sweeter.
Let's hope the mommy loves this stuff.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Well, at least these have zero sugar, so they're not. They have the other stuff, whatever the other sugar is. But the moral of the story is we figured if we were going to do this review.
These are cold, by the way.
Yeah, these are. But these were in the fridge. That's why they're already out of the container. But the one thing I will say out of all of this is there is a huge difference between the old Coke no sugar and the new Coke no sugar.
There is.
Huge difference. They are all trying to mimic the original Coke. I don't think either one of them fully succeeds.
No.
But this one,
wait, okay, so do you think the new
Coke
one is more delicious now? Now more delicious. Do you like the new one more? That's the big question, right? Because they can release all the new versions they want, but if none of them are good, then
that has a two-part answer.
2 parts.
There's a two-part answer.
Part A and part B.
Because if you are someone who left Coca-Cola to try to get off the sugar, but you wanted as much of the Coca-Cola taste as possible, then you would like this version better. If you are someone who always liked Diet Coke and you went to Coke no sugar instead for whatever, this tastes a lot, or zero sugar. This tastes a lot like a Diet Coke. It really has that Diet Coke aftertaste. So if you're someone who really striving to get this flavor, this one's as close as you can get.
I can't imagine that.
Which one do I like better?
That's the second part to it. I'm going with the old one. I don't like either of them, but I drink the old one over the new one.
I don't mind either of them, to be honest with you, because I do like Diet Coke still. But this one has less of that diet aftertaste to me. This one, the new one does.
I'm looking for it to stop the taste of the Coke. So do you like the new one more?
I think so. Because it doesn't have as much of that. And I don't mind that diet aftertaste. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind that because I used to drink them all the time. But again, I don't really drink soda anymore because I don't drink. I drink rum straight if I drink rum. Like I don't even drink the Coke anymore. So I usually drink whiskey now and I drink it on ice. So I don't really do the Cokes. But if I was just gonna reach into a cooler and pull one out.
39 grams of sugar.
Oh, notice a ton. Well, what is in here? What does it say for sugar in this?
0.
It should say 0 because there's none.
And that's 0 as well.
But they have to have a sweetener. I wish I brought my glasses up here. There has to be.
It just scares me because on the side of the things it says.
It doesn't say like stevia.
Phenylactonorix.
Okay, stop. Does it say like stevia or?
Oh, it says aspartame.
I think that's sugar too. Aspartame.
I think it's a knockoff.
Google that on my phone. What is aspartame?
I don't know what it is.
Google it on my phone. It's right there.
Caffeine. Makes me fall asleep.
I don't have a
smile.
I don't have the. I don't know why you do this all the time.
You didn't smile much.
Sorry, we didn't do prior research. It has to have
What?
some kind of a sweetener in here. What sweetener is in Coke Zero? Just write that. What sweetener did they use in Coke Zero? I'm just kind of curious now. But you can definitely taste like the sugary.
It's an artificial sweetener.
That's all it says.
It's sold under brands names such as NutraSweet and Equal.
Yeah, see, it's one of those.
It's been used in the United States since the early 1980s.
Yeah.
It's in food and beverages because it's much sweeter than sugar.
Yeah.
So much less of it can be used
Right.
to give the same.
So that's all it,
sweetness.
whether it's Splendor, Equal, NutraSweet, all of those go together. Those are all the ones I used to use when I went on the Atkins. So
Eating it can lead to serious health problems.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
that they're trying to prove that's the whole thing. People tried to get away from the sugar because when you're
I'll
doing
just
a
take the
low
sugar
carb,
one.
but there are side effects that go with the other one too. That's kind of the thing. So,
how about you just don't use any of it and you just let your flavors shine through?
well, the moral of the story is
It seems like a good idea. No?
we'll see
Like,
where.
why cover all your flavors with sweetness? How about you just like, if you love the Coca-Cola taste so much without the sweet, then just remove it. That should be the new and improved. New and improved, less flavor.
We'll have to-
and then
We'll have to add this.
you
on.
can make it like an orange box.
We'll give you an added thing to see what your mother actually says if she'll willing to. She won't film it, but we'll give you in one of our future reviews. We'll let you know on what a true Coca-Cola lover actually likes. But so if you are a Coke Zero sugar lover, to me it really does taste like a Diet Coke. You may not care for the new version because to me it tastes a lot more towards the regular Coke than the other one. But leave a comment down below if you are
They should make a
Coke,
spicy version of Coke.
if you are a Coke Zero person and
Spicy.
you did like the old one, and leave a comment whether you like the new one or not. I'll be curious to see. But I can see why people are outraged because it is a definite difference in taste or aftertaste more than anything. Because that really, especially when it gets, that's the one thing when you drink a diet soda, you almost wanted to guzzle it when it was cold because it seemed to get thicker as it went on. It seemed to get like more of an aftertaste as it warmed
Gatorade
up.
Chunky.
Again, I think they definitely taste different. So there you go. It was just I happened to see this and I said, well, that's worthy. I want to see if there is really a difference. But again, we had to get the old one in order to make it work because I had never had it before. Because again, I stopped drinking Coke years and years ago. So it was a difference between Coke and Diet Coke. That's it.
All right.
But there you go. There is our Coca-Cola Zero Sugar review. What is your problem?
Never mind. Like the video.
He's
Subscribe.
killing me over here with this. I really don't. I try to have a conversation and you just sit there and giggle. What? Say it.
It's funny.
Okay. Very good. So there you go. There is our Coca-Cola review.
If you love Coke, good job.
Well, leave a comment down below. Let us know if you're outraged or if you like the actual new one.
Or if you're willing to try it.
Or if you even do it. Because again, I don't know. This back when I would buy soda, they didn't have 300 different kinds of diet sodas. So, now there's a million different things,
I would rather drink Fresco. That's my point of view.
Again, that's preference. There are Fresco lovers out there. Same thing. Some people hate Coke but love Sprite. And to me, Sprite is one of them too that are like, really? And then there's Mountain Dew lovers. That, you know what I mean? So whether it's just,
they have like 85 different flavors.
Those that drink soda, they have their preference and they usually go back to it. So whatever one you end up following, you might be a Dr. Pepper fan and that's all you want to drink. And nothing else tastes as good as that. So
I used to take the 6.
I'm just saying, it's just one of them things where Coke is more universal though, because Coke, I shouldn't say that because like the Sprites and the Ginger Ales, you can make like a 7 and 7 with 7 Up. You know what I mean? People like that for alcoholic drinks. there's a lot of whiskey and Coke and rum and Coke and different things that go with Coke. So Coke hits in, even in a Long Island iced tea, they give you a shot at, soda in it. So it's a more universal to make mixed drinks.
Oh my goodness,
So,
it's
yeah.
chickens.
Yeah,
The
my neighbor's
are
chickens. That's
outside.
what he was barking
Oh
at.
my goodness,
He
the
heard someone
chickens.
walk by, and the neighbor's
The
chickens are
chickens.
standing in the front yard
They're
talking.
standing like in the middle of the road.
Well, there you go. There
Oh,
is
the
our
chickens.
Coca-Cola Zero Sugar review. Leave a comment down below whether you like the new improvement, if you don't like the new improvement, or it doesn't matter to you one way or the other. Again,
You
to
can
me,
recycle it now.
it doesn't
Fully
matter to me.
recyclable, right,
Honestly,
the cans?
they always been. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other on because I don't really drink it. But interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how it plans out because I just remember the outrage of people not being able to get the old Coke and they hated the new Coke. I know that was not taken over well. So we'll see what happens with this. Maybe Coke learned their lesson and they made a better product, or maybe it's going to turn right into like what the old one did. So time will tell. With that being said, that is our review. And if you're still here, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, or hit the dislike button if you really just don't like the new version. Or you don't like that he just sits over there and giggles. Hit the dislike button no matter what. It doesn't matter. And there you go.
The issue is I don't like the flavor. Isn't it already supposed to be a vanilla flavor?
No, because they have a vanilla Coke too.
I thought it was supposed to be a vanilla flavor.
No, they have a vanilla.
Like my entire life.
They have a
It tastes
vanilla
like
Coke,
some
too.
medicine.
Or they used to have a vanilla Coke. I don't know if they still do, but again, I'm not a huge Coke person, so I don't know. But there you go. Someone's walking by the house.
Oh my goodness, the chickens.
And that being said,
They're going on a hike.
hope you enjoyed the video.